in the commentary box with Mitch Fenn and of course Christine Still. I'm delighted to be here because this is my first time up in the commentary. I'm very excited. I'm sure it's going to be fun, don't you think?
Oh, it should be an absolute great competition. We've had the qualifiers and much anticipated competition between these.
China, they're saying, might challenge the USA. I don't believe it myself. And I was talking to someone in the gym this afternoon and they said Ukraine qualified in third, but don't expect them to finish there. And they're tipping Russia to creep in amongst the medals. It should be a really great competition.
Yeah.
I wonder though whether USA can be toppled.
Well, there was 33 teams that came here. Were you surprised with any of them, Christine?
Yeah, there were a few that surprised. Brazil were very strong, have come back really well. Australia, really strong. This new judging system suits their style. They're very stylish, clean gymnasts. So it has been good. China could topple America, USA. They weren't as invincible as they've looked in the last few years, and in fact in qualifying 2 of their gymnasts fell from the beam, which is really unusual. So however, of course, China fell about a bit as well, which they often do, but one day, just one day, they'll have to get it together, and maybe it's tonight.
Well, of course, the USA became first in the world's 2003. They were third in 2001, 95 they were third, going back 94, 91 they were second. I've got a feeling I think we'll do it again, Mitch, to be honest.
They've got the pedigree. What they are, they're great competitors. They don't, you can never set your watch by them. But at the same time, they want to win. Yeah. And they know how to win. And they're used to winning.
But the arena's looking pretty empty at the moment there without the gymnasts. Will they be warming up at the moment, Christine?
Yes, they've got another identical set of apparatus in a warm-up gym, and they'll be warming up on that in that gym right till the very last minute when they change into the competition leotards and line up in the tunnel ready to march on.
Yeah, the atmosphere in here is absolutely incredible. I just desperately want to get down there and either run down the vault or jump up onto the onto the air bars there. It really grabs you, doesn't it, in here?
It's a lovely atmosphere. And by the way, Matt, I've seen you run down a vault runway and I've seen you jump over a horse.
Yes.
Not so long ago.
Well, it wasn't actually. 15 I still packed in, so a good 14 years actually. Let's not even go there. But it's 3,400 seats here, and they're filling up very nicely, and a great wide audience from all over the world. Lots of support come here.
Yes, quite a cosy arena. It's there we are. There they are, lining up in the tunnel, as you can see. This is when the little bit of nerve starts to bite as you stand there.
Yeah, it's nasty looking, I think, there, isn't it? Just competing on the asymmetric bars.
Yep, that's the only piece she competed in the qualifier, and it's the only piece we expect to see her on in this competition. She's recovering from an ankle injury, and they obviously didn't want to risk her on anything else. But look, she's bouncing up and down happily there.
Yeah. There's 6 in the team there, but is it just 4 that are going to be competing as well?
It'll be 3. They've got to name 3. And this is the exciting thing about this competition. It's 3 in and all 3 scores count. That's why Christine's point earlier, that if you're not consistent, this is where China let themselves down a little bit. They're going to need USA to make lots of problems, make lots of mistakes. And I think that this 3-on-3 is a great format. It sorts them out.
And the difference in the faces, the Chinese girls look tense there, whereas the Americans, they love it. If you've risen to the top in the United States of America, you love competing. This is your stage.
Well, here come the gymnasts into the arena. The rapturous applause of the audience. And this is how the competition will work. The 8 countries that manage to get through qualification will have a team of 6. From that 6, 3 gymnasts are selected to compete on each of the apparatus. Whatever happens, those scores are added together. No margin for error here. This is going to be a real competition.
For the 2006 World Gymnastics Championship, team of the women.
The Australians, Chris, they look good, don't they?
They do, and everything is choreographed down to the way they march in. It's very, very strong unit, very good discipline, and they really were a strong team. They surprised me quite how strong they were, because they've lost a couple of their more experienced members. Two of the team that competed at Commonwealth Games aren't here, but they certainly came in strongly.
So what's going to be going through these gymnasts' minds at the moment? How do you prepare for something like this?
It depends on your nature. Those who love it will be thinking, wow, I can't wait to get out there, see the crowd, feel the buzz. Those who love training and don't love competing will be thinking, please let it be over quickly.
I think if the USA have their way, they'll be pretty much unapproachable. They have that look about them, don't they?
They do look very confident indeed, and of course they're going to be competing with the Chinese as well in the same group. It's one to watch.
Yep, they start on the vault. We'll have the 3 gymnasts from the USA on the vault, and when they finish vault and the other apparatus have finished, then there'll be another warm-up, and we'll see the Chinese on vault. So there's plenty of warm-up for these gymnasts. Here you can see the team warming up on the floor. It's Brazil, Danielle Hipólito, one of the really, really experienced gymnasts from the Brazilian team.
With a little bit of Ukrainian influence, Ostapenko.
That's right, they've been there since '96. Oh, look at that, full twisting back somersault on the beam. Each gymnast has 30 seconds warm up on the beam in this last warm up, and they'll choose probably their 3 or 4 most difficult skills to do in the final little moments.
But it's not about winning the warm up.